Ever feel like you're dragging an old trunk through life, stuffed with things no longer needed? A worry that's worn a groove in the mind, a memory that stings like a splinter, a habit that fits like a coat from another era. As the years pile up, it becomes clearer what's worth carrying and what's begging to be left behind. There's a quiet courage in letting go, not about giving up, but about choosing to walk lighter, to live fuller. Today, let's sit down together to explore 10 things to set down after 70 to free the heart. These aren't about erasing the past. They're about clearing space for who's still emerging, for a peace that feels like a warm quilt on a chilly night. Each one's a step toward a soul that's steady, bright, and alive. Whether things are held tightly or there's readiness to loosen the grip, there's something here to carry forward. Stay until the end, because by the time this is through, the heart might feel a little less heavy and a whole lot more free. Settle in, grab a cup of something warm, and let's begin. Number 1, the ashes of old fights. Some quarrels linger like smoke, don't they? A spat with a sibling over a forgotten slight, a falling out with a friend that left a silence no one broke. They hang around, clouding quiet moments, while tending the garden or gazing out the window. Holding on to old fights is like keeping a candle lit that only burns the hand. Letting them go doesn't mean pretending it didn't hurt. It means choosing peace over pride. A man named Earl carried a grudge against his brother for decades over a business deal gone sour. It wasn't just the money, it was the betrayal. One winter, Earl sat by his fireplace and wrote a letter, not to send, but to say, "This wait is done." He tossed it into the flames, watching it curl to ash. Later, he said it felt like his chest opened up, like breathing deep for the first time in years. Winning an old fight isn't needed to move on. Try whispering, "I let this go," or write a letter and release it in a personal way. That choice is like sweeping dust from a porch. The air clears and the heart feels lighter. Number 2, the need to fix everyone's mess. There's a pull to mend what's broken, children's bad choices, a friend's tangled life, a neighbor's endless complaints. With years of experience, patterns are clear and solutions seem obvious. But trying to fix everyone's mess is like bailing out a sinking boat with a teaspoon. It exhausts, and the water keeps coming. Letting go means trusting others to navigate their own storms. A woman named Clara used to lose sleep over her daughter's rocky job path. She'd call, send advice, even clip articles until her joy was threadbare. One day she stopped, saying, "Her life isn't mine to live." Instead, she offered a listening ear, a hug, a quiet, "I'm here." Her daughter didn't change overnight, but Clara's heart steadied. Love them, cheer them, but let their path be theirs. Stepping back isn't abandoning, it's permission to rest. That rest is a gift, allowing love with a heart that's whole. If this hits close, drop number 2 in the comments to share you're here. And if not yet joined, hit subscribe and ring that bell to keep sharing these moments. Number 3, the shadow of past mistakes. Everyone has moments they'd rewrite. A harsh word spoken, a chance let slip, a dream buried because doubt was louder. Those mistakes linger like shadows, whispering inadequacy. But here's the truth. Mistakes are just stitches in life's quilt, part of the pattern, not the whole story. Letting go means looking at them and saying, "You taught lessons, but you don't define." A woman named Sarah carried regret for not finishing school, feeling it made her small. At 72, she enrolled in an online history course, not for a diploma, but to honor the girl who loved books. She'd sit at her table, notes scattered, smiling like she'd found a lost friend. The past can't be changed, but how it's carried can. Name one lesson from a mistake, then celebrate it with a small act. A walk, a journal page, a quiet thank you. Trade shame for gratitude, and the shadow lifts. It's like setting down a heavy load, leaving hands free for today. Number 4, the fear of saying no. Ever said yes when the heart screamed no? A family gathering that drained energy, a favor too heavy to carry. Nodding to keep peace chips away at calm. Saying no feels like shutting a door, like letting someone down. But it's really opening one to personal needs. Letting go of that fear means trusting those needs matter. A man named George said yes to every church event, bake sales, committees, cleanups, until he was empty. One Sunday he said no to a meeting and went fishing. He returned with one tiny fish and a grin that lit the street, saying he'd found himself out there. A no isn't cold, it's honest. It says, I'm here and I count. Try it this week. Say no to one thing that feels wrong, like a call dreaded or a task too much. The heart will settle like a lake after the wind fades. If this resonates, comment number 4 below to share yours with us. And don't forget to subscribe. Join the Elder's Soul Journal family. Number 5. The rush that steals days. Life teaches hurry. Errands to run, clocks to chase, lists to conquer. But now, with more years behind, rushing robs sweetness from moments. Why gulp coffee when it could be savored? Why skip a sunset to scrub one more dish? Letting go of rush means leaning into small things that make life rich. A woman named Rose lived by her calendar, every hour planned. After her husband passed, she began lingering. Over breakfast, chats with grandkids, the scent of roses after rain. She said it was like time slowed, like truly being present. Try this. Tomorrow, take 10 minutes to just be. Notice light on the floor, a bird's hum, the warmth of hands. Those moments aren't wasted, they're where joy grows. Joy is a breeze that lifts the soul, making steps lighter. Slowing down lets the world slow too, and life feels full in a way hurry never allows. Number 6, the mask of someone else. Ever feel pressure to be someone else? The perfect grandparent with boundless energy, the volunteer who never tires, the person always composed. Those expectations, some from others, some self-imposed, feel like a coat too tight. Letting go means stepping into who you are, quirks and all. A woman named Lila spent years trying to mimic her mother's polished hosting with tables like paintings. In her 70s, she chose potlucks instead. Mismatched plates, store-bought pie, laughter that shook the walls. She said she wasn't her mother, and that was her happiness. Life isn't a performance. Wear the loud scarf, tell the bad joke, love what sparks joy. Dropping the mask brings freedom, like slipping into a favorite chair. The heart lifts, and the real self shines, radiant, true. Drop number 6 in the comments if this speaks to you, and subscribe to keep these reflections coming. Number 7. The clutter of things not needed. Look around the home, a drawer stuffed with old papers, a closet bursting with unworn clothes. Clutter weighs on the spirit like dust on a mirror. It's not just stuff, it's memories, duties, fear of letting go. Releasing what's unneeded isn't about stripping life bare. It's about space for what matters now. A man named Tom had a garage packed with tools untouched since retirement, reminders of an outgrown life. One spring, he gave them to a young neighbor starting a carpentry shop. The neighbor's grin outshone the tools, and Tom said clearing that space cleared his mind. Start small, a shelf, a box. Ask, does this bring joy or just obligation? Donate what's possible, pass treasures to those who will love them. Letting go isn't loss, it's room for new moments. It's like opening a window for a fresh breeze, lifting the heart with possibility. Number 8. The wait for perfect timing. Many wait for the right moment, to start a hobby, mend a bond, chase a dream whispering in the heart. But waiting for everything to align keeps life on hold, letting it slip by. Letting go of that wait means trusting now is enough. A woman named Mary longed to paint but thought she needed better skills, more time, a fancier setup. At 75, she bought a cheap canvas and started. Her paintings were wobbly, but her smile was pure art. No need for stars to align. Write that letter, try that class, call that friend. A man named John stalled on learning guitar, fearing he was too old. He bought a used one, learned 3 chords, and found strumming in his backyard felt like freedom. Stepping forward makes the time right. That courage is a spark, warming the soul and lighting the way. If this feels true, comment number 8 below and hit subscribe to stay part of the Elder's Soul Journal journey. Number 9. The weight of unspoken words. Some words sit heavy in the chest. Things unsaid, apologies held back, love kept quiet. They're like knots in a rope, slowing peace. Letting go means finding a way to say them, even if not as pictured. It doesn't always mean a big talk. A letter written and kept, a prayer whispered at dawn, or a moment saying, I'm sorry, or I love you to the air. A man named Henry regretted not telling his father he was proud. His father was gone, but the weight stayed. One evening, Henry wrote those words in a journal and read them under a tree where they once shared stories. He said it felt like a knot unraveled, like his father heard somehow. Words, even late, have power. Write one thing held back, or say it in a quiet moment. Let it out and lightness rushes in. The heart thanks the truth. Number 10. The lie that it's too late. A lie sometimes creeps in. that the best days are gone, that chances to grow, love, or start over are missed. It's a heavy thought, and it's false. Letting go of that lie means believing life still hums with possibility. A woman named Ellie learned ukulele at 78, plucking off key but laughing enough to fill the house. She'd say, "I'm not done, and neither is life." It's never too late to try. A recipe, a dance step, a kind word to a stranger. Another woman started a book club at 80, loving stories. They met in her living room, debating novels over tea, and she glowed like youth. The heart still beats, the story still unfolds. Embrace that, and a lightness carries forward like a river finding its way. Every day is a chance to live with heart. Here at the end of this time together are 10 things to set down. Old fights, fixing others, mistakes, fear, rush, masks, clutter, waiting, unspoken words. The lie that it's too late. Their weight's not needed, chains to slip free from. Life, right now, deserves to feel like a wide open field, full of peace and possibility. Which touched the heart deepest? Is there a weight ready to release, or a story of letting go to share? Drop it in the comments below. Each one's like a letter from family, warming the soul. Maybe it's saying no this week, or writing a letter to set something free. And if this video moved you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need a lighter heart too. Your support keeps Elder Soul Journal a quiet sanctuary for all. Thank you for being here, for listening, for living with such heart. See you in the next video.